Hello, everyone. Welcome into, guess what time it is? Loretta McNary Live Time. Yes, we are here. And I know we were here last night. And guess what? We're going to be here tomorrow and we're going to be here Friday. I am so consumed with this thing called NASCAR that I've just gathered some people that I met this weekend to share with you because they're just too fabulous not to. So we have three guys that I met. I mean, I literally ran up to them and say, "Hey, can I take a picture with you? And hey, I need you on my show." And it was a sight to behold to see these guys there out of everything else that everybody else that was there. So I think they were happy to see me there too, out of everybody else that was there. So we'll tell you all about that inside joke. So we have MeQuel Phillips, we have Ernesto Holden, and Hadji Gaylord. Everybody, these are my new guys. So I'm going to ask them to go back into the studio, and we're going to talk to Hadji first. I'm going to tell you a little about him. And yes, Monica, they are definitely changing the face of NASCAR. And that's why I'm so super proud of these guys right here. So everybody tell somebody to tune in because we are making history here on the Loretta McNary Show. See my little crooked M? All right, we're not going to worry about that stuff because we got some good stuff to talk about. Yeah, they are super amazing. And it's so funny because we were there, my camera guy and I, and we were talking to everybody that did not necessarily look like us, but we had a lot of stuff in common. And all of a sudden, my camera guy goes, "Mom, there's a black driver and a black pit crew. Go talk to them." And I was like, "You didn't say anything but go." And I heard that. So we're here and they're here. So I have Hadji. And let me tell you about this program that they're going to tell you about. It's called Drivers for Diversity. And Hadji and his brother both went through this program, right?
Yes.
And see, they're already saying yes, making history. We're so proud of you all. We're so, so Hadji, he played football at Norfolk State University from 2014 to 2017. He has a bachelor's in sociology. So not only is he an athlete and he's tall and he's handsome and he's amazing, he has a degree. Yeah. Look, he's like, yeah. And so he played Arena League football. Is it football?
Yeah, Arena League football.
And with the Carolina Cobras and rookie mini camp invite for Section 1 Rough Riders. Anyway, you're a driver.
No, I'm a pit crew member.
You're a pit crew with driver ambition. Or you just want your crew to win. How does that work? Tell me, how does it work?
How does it work? Well, I'm a jack man.
Can you talk a little louder?
I'm a jack man.
A jack master?
I'm a jack man.
You a jack master?
No, a jack man.
I know what you're saying. I'm just elevating it. I'm telling you what you are.
I'm a jack man.
I already told him I'm coming to North Carolina and get him. Okay, so you're a jack man.
I'm a jack man.
And what does that mean?
And basically, my job is to get the car up so the tire chains can change the tires and we can put them up there. Let it down and go back to the left side and do the same thing in a timely manner.
In a timely manner, like when you say timely, you guys are talking seconds. So what are you saying?
Ooh.
How many minutes?
No minutes, seconds.
Oh, seriously, seconds.
Seconds.
Oh my goodness! So tell me,
getting fired.
See, I can see this is going to be more than a 30-minute show. I can tell you that now. Because I have so many questions and I'm so fascinated about what you all are doing. And Monica's like HBCU athlete and scholar, and he's with NASCAR. That is so amazing. So tell us how you got involved with NASCAR.
Well, about 2018, they had this NASCAR combine, and they put you through a series of workouts and tests and whatnot. And after that, you're selected. Then you get put through like a 6-month training camp. You learn all the basic necessities and everything, and then they send you up to what we call pit school, and that's how you get to the track and everything.
Okay, so that is good, pit school. I got that, and I think I understand some of what happens. So that was my very first time being there. I'm sure you all could tell.
Right.
Because I was all over the place, but I had a badge so I could get everywhere. So I know your race Saturday, you were with which car Saturday were you with? I forget.
I was with the 78 Jesse Little for BJ McLeod Motorsports.
Okay.
Saturday.
Oh my goodness. So your long-term goal for NASCAR is you want to be on the team that wins Daytona 500, right?
Yeah, I gotta get me a Daytona 500 underneath my belt.
So tell me how you got involved with NASCAR. That's a wonderful story in and of itself.
Well, they recruit college and pro athletes. They came to Norfolk State. Say about a couple of years ago, maybe 2016. So Norfolk State does have a couple of alumni in NASCAR actually. Got the highest people there, alumni. So
Nice.
but yeah, like I said, you get selected and you do this combine, and from there you straight to the track. So
Wow. I'm just so super excited. Okay, I'm going to try not to just barrage you with questions. Monica's like, as the Jack band, they think quick, move quick. So, yeah, you have to, because you said we don't have even a minute to get all this done for the cars and everything. So do you feel like you're a part of the overall picture of NASCAR, being an African-American male in the pit crew?
yes, just me being to the track, going to the track, it says something. It says something.
I think it's tremendous, a tremendous accomplishment. I'm so
Yeah.
proud. So when you first heard about it, did you say, let me think about it, or you were all in as soon as you heard about it?
I was kind of like, let me think about it. I wasn't all in. To be honest, you have to learn to love this sport. You know, we all come from football, so you know that was our first love. But eventually, you know, you start to do a couple of races, and you're all tuning into practice, and it's just exciting. So you eventually start to love it. You turn on the channel, like, let me watch this race. Oh, I know what he's doing. Yeah. Oh, that was a good stop. Oh no, he messed up. So
yeah, like pilots when they have to fly with another pilot, and I've sat next to them before in first class, and so they are really saying, you know what, he is something he didn't do, because if you hear a certain sound, they already immediately know he didn't do something right. But whereas me, I don't know. So, but you do just watching, right? That's awesome. Oh my goodness. I'm just so excited that to have met you. I really am. And when I don't say that lightly, because I met all kinds of people. I get to do that in my job. But I was just so motherly proud of you all when I saw you. And you guys were just,
Bobby,
you just earned it. You just earned it. And you were telling somebody, yeah, y'all got to support this Black queen. She's doing some big things or something. One of you guys said that. I don't know who said it. And I was like, these are my people. These are my people. But I love everybody. I got some more interviews with some other guys who drive and work in pit crew. I met women who are actually pit crew members. Okay. Because you were telling me that part of that Drivers for Diversity, they recruit minorities and women.
Yes.
Because you were telling me that she came through the program with us. He came through and he came through. And I was like, look at you producing my show for me. So, and I'm definitely going to stay in contact with you guys, because you have a fan now forever. I'm definitely a fan forever. So if anybody that's watching, you have any questions for Hadji, he's going to be here until the end of the show. I'm going to bring up another amazing young man that I met at the NASCAR at the Nashville Super Speedway. And I'm going to ask Hadji to go back to the studio while I bring up, because MeQuel was with you.
Right.
And so I'm going to bring him up. Are you two brothers? There's some brothers on here somewhere.
No.
Y'all just play brothers?
No, it's me and Ernest. Me and
I just cannot get it right. If you guys knew what I've been through since 3 a.m. this morning, you would understand my dizziness today. Okay, so I got it now. You and Ernesto are brothers, because on my post, I had the wrong names and the wrong pictures. We were just trying to rush and do it and making mistakes. But you know what? I don't care about mistakes. I can correct them and I can own them. But we were going to do this show. I was determined. So we're going to put you back in the studio, Hadji. Don't go anywhere. You can take a break if you want to, but we're going to bring you back, because I'm going to talk to Mr. Phillips. Hi, Mr. Phillips.
How are you? How are you doing?
I'm awesome. How are you doing?
Absolutely wonderful.
Has your life changed since you met me Saturday?
Absolutely. Every day is a great holy day in the world of
How did it change?
Daily obstacles, with my daytime job, just putting smiles on people's faces, helping others out as much as I can. So,
yeah. Did you tell people you met me and that you were going to be on the show? Were you excited about that?
Absolutely.
I know.
This should be about at least 30 people I know watching. You know, I hope. So I've definitely put the message out there, put the word out there for you.
Yeah, they will. It will be available on social media for a while, and then I'll air it on my media network, and I'll air it on the show, the TV portion of this show. So we're gonna get a lot, and we put the show together so fast without giving people a heads up. We're coming. We're here, right? That's you used to working like that. So tell us what you do as part of the NASCAR team.
I actually do two positions. I am a carrier, which is the guy that puts the tire on the right rear and the left front, and I also do gassing. So as a carrier, when the car is coming in, you jump, you're already on the ground, you're not coming off the wall. You're running around to the right side of the car, you're dropping one tire off of the jackman. I have to hang the right rear tire, and as the changer pulls that tire out, I have to grab that tire and grab the front right tire, come around to the wall, place it to the wall, grab the left front tire, and hang that tire also. So,
Wow. So you said it as fast as you actually execute. Because I know that's a fast process when you're doing the tires.
Well, you want to be. First, as you can imagine, when you're starting off doing it, it takes time to get that reputation.
Yeah.
But ultimately, yes, that's the goal.
Awesome. Okay, so I didn't tell everybody, but you started your journey at Virginia State University, and Dr. Kimball and Dr. Persons, they knew about this NASCAR program, and so they told you about it. They were recruiting athletes, and you are an athlete. As everybody can, if you saw these guys in person, it would be no doubt in your mind that they're athletes first. They are first and foremost athletes. So we got a question from Wallace. I'll ask you that question later. But tell me about the whole experience of the Drive for Diversity program, and you guys call it D4D.
Right. So when the two teachers had mentioned to me about the tryout, they have also recruited a few athletes in the past that came from it. So they thought enough of me to say, "Hey, you're very athletic. I think you should shot." So probably about 20 people tried out. And what they do is they take the top two and they bring you down here to Charlotte. And from all the schools collectively, they bring you down here to Charlotte and you battle it out for the spots that's remaining. So for my class, me and Hadji were in the same class. It was 12 of us total, and we're battling for 7 spots.
Okay.
It was when it came to me, it was a very close call. So I'm very fortunate and blessed. I don't take it lightly, but it was a close call for me.
And see, that's one of the other things I love about you all. You're so humble. But this is such a phenomenal experience for you and for other young men that look like you, and little boys and little girls that look like you, to have something to aspire to other than a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher, a preacher, police officer, attorney. There's nothing wrong with that. But I love the untraditional sports, like NASCAR. And the more I learn about it, the more in love with it I've become. So tell me about some of the teams you worked on, because I know you were also with the truck racing as well as the Xfinity series.
Right. So I had an opportunity to work with a plethora of my first year was last year. I did mostly gassing. I worked with Young's Motorsports, Spencer Boyd. I've worked with Weatherman for the 47, Mike Harmon. And this year I've been with several different teams. Also, I've been with the 49 truck, the 14 truck, the Jeffrey Earnhardt on the 0 for Xfinity. Again, Weatherman for the 47 Xfinity. But it's just such a great thing to know that each week, like, you're battling to stay at the track. The first thing that you want to do, like when you get in here, you go through the process of the program. You want to get good enough to sharpen your skills to get to the track. And then once you start to go to the track, you want to make that a continuous thing week after week. So, you get those reps, you get that look from big teams that's trying to recruit, stuff like that. But, you definitely want to stay connected. People are always watching.
That is so awesome and incredible. So what is it that you like most about this whole experience, and what do you like least about this experience?
I like to go fast. the pit stop in itself, you're aiming to hit 12, 13 seconds. Like, that's just all 4 tires, stuff like that. Now, granted, we don't always hit that, but that's the goal point. So
yeah.
If you wanted to go fast, you really want to shoot out there. You got that adrenaline rush. You want to change it, be real quick, get the tire off. You want to slam the tire on, come back around, slam the other tire on, and then send it off real good and stuff like that. So as a team collectively, it's like, when it's done properly,
Mm-hmm.
Poetry in motion. It's beautiful.
Ooh, I like that.
Man, it's just done like when it's, as you can see on Sundays with the Cup guys. It's just amazing how they do it. So that's the most exciting part of it. The least part, I would say, probably getting hit. I got hit once this year. You know, but it comes with the sport, just like any other sport. You have your dangers and this and that. I got hit. I didn't get hurt or anything like that. But it's just having heads up and knowing the situation and this and that. Like for me, when I got hit, I ain't gonna lie, I froze like a deer in the headlights. I saw it coming. I got the tires in my hand. I'm like, oh snap, here he comes. So, you know, that's the least part of it. So there are, as you can imagine, you're jumping in front of cars. So you most likely could get hit at any time, So that's the least part of it.
Wow. Because I like NASCAR. I love the fast cars and the pretty cars and all the stuff that comes with it. But once I met you all and I decided that those are real people that are making this happen for everybody to enjoy, but they are putting their lives on the line. But as with anything else that we do, right? But your passion is so contagious. You can't help but love the sport after having met you all and talk with you all. So, and I know you work with a lot of drivers because you were listing some of them for me, and you're in your second year. And I asked all of you, what was an ambition? What would you like to see? What was something you want to achieve? And I like how everybody wanted to be on a professional team and have some wins under their belt as a champion. And to me, you guys are already champions because you show up and you do this, and this is a high level. And like you said earlier, everybody doesn't get to do this like basketball. Everybody doesn't get to go to the NBA, no matter how great they are. So what I'm going to do, MeQuel, is put you back in the studio. Don't worry, because I'm all three at the same time. I'm going to bring up Mr. Arnett, and I got another conversation for him, but we're going to bring Ernesto to the studio, and we're going to put MeQuel back in the studio, right? So here we go. Let's see if we can make this magic happen. I'm going to remove my friend MeQuel and get Ernesto. Mr. Holden, hi.
Man, how you doing?
See, when I'm mad at you, I call you Mr. Holden. When I'm not mad, I call you Ernesto.
What I do wrong?
You haven't done anything wrong. I'm just teasing you. You know how fast we put this show together. We've been on Instagram talking about it and making it happen. You all were so kind and patient with us as we put this together in a snap. Normally it takes about 2 weeks to get this kind of thing on the road, but you guys are used to making quick decisions. So I want to tell our audience, a little about Ernesto, and I'm really not mad at him. I'm not mad at any of them. And these are only 3 of the guys I've met. I've met a ton of them, and so we're going to continually do shows on NASCAR. So he's Ernesto Holden. I love his first name. He's from Norfolk, Virginia, too. See, he's not going to do right, I promise you. He's an athlete as well. Look at him. Monica, look at him. So he's football, basketball, track and field, baseball and boxing, and he's a tire carrier. Yep. So that means you got to be able to lift and lift fast, right? And put down just as fast. Tell me about that process.
Me and MeQuel, we the same position. And, like you said, it's all about speed. That's all I care about is getting it done fast. I slam the tires on as fast as I can. I run to the other side, slam the next one off, and then we send the car off.
Wow. So how many times do you have to do that in a race? Is it once or twice?
Man, it depends, because I've done cup races, and I've done 10 stops in a race. So they'll bring it down 10 times, and it takes a long time. I know the Coca-Cola 600 is the longest race of the year, and that's 600 miles. So I've been at that for 5 hours sometimes pitting.
Let me tell you how naive I was going into this. I actually thought that they go around a few times because that's about as long as I've watched it on TV. And then the next thing I hear is somebody won. I had no idea that Daytona 500 mean 500 miles or 500 laps or some kind of stuff. And I was like, I'm not doing that. So you all are there the entire time.
Yeah,
right?
It's a long time sometimes, Sometimes you want to go home. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I get the dozing off, but when it's time to we get called up, it's time to work.
So have you had a close call with an injury like MeQuel did?
Nah, I'm a little better of an athlete
Oh my
than
goodness. You can tell you all have worked together. You
yeah,
all have worked together so long. You got all these jokes, and I just love,
oh
love,
yeah,
love,
that's my
love, love
main
it.
man. That's my main man.
I know he is. So, what's the least thing you like about it, and then what's your favorite thing that you like about being a part of NASCAR?
My favorite thing is really the team environment. We're done playing the sports that we played, so now that we can travel in different states every weekend, and we're being around friends. I treat it like it's fun. It's not work to me. And for the least, I would say, when your time is not that good or you're not the best out there, that's when I have a problem. Because I want to be the best at whatever I do. So if it's not the best, and it's never the best really for me yet, but I'll be there sooner or later.
Okay.
Got to continue to work.
Teamwork makes the dream work, as they say. So, are you a part of the Drive for Diversity program as well?
Yes, ma'am. That's where I came from.
Okay, so when you hear people say it's similar to affirmative action, what do you say? Because I don't think so. I would have never put that together, because to me, affirmative action in a lot of cases is not just the best qualified minority. It just goes to somebody to check off a box. So I think with diversity is intentional about the best for the job who happens to be a minority or a woman. So what do you feel about that?
Yeah, I agree with you. It's
Mm-hmm.
the best. We want to put, because first we're representing, others. So
Yeah.
we need to be the best at what we do, because if we're not, and you put us out there, then that ruins the chances for other people.
Oh my goodness. So do you have a favorite driver or a favorite team? Because I know do you work on the same team all the time?
Yeah, for the most part, I do this season. Every season it can change up. I like Kyle Busch though. I like his attitude. He's the winner.
Yeah.
You can boo him all you want. You can dislike
Well,
him.
he's a winner.
He's winning. When you're
Yeah.
a winner, hate comes with it.
So what's your regimen? Do you guys work every day? Are you on the track every day? I know you got to be working out because you're still like this. So you're still got these guns, as they say. So, or is it just the job is so intense and active that you can maintain your muscle mass, just the job, or you have to go in the gym?
Oh yeah, you got to work out. Well, I box like 3 or 4 times a week. Just to stay in shape. Then we have
Yeah.
practices about 3 times a week. So we're always, you need to stay active.
Mm-hmm.
Stay ready, so you don't have to get ready. You know what I mean? So end of the day, it's hot out there. Some tracks, like I said, Texas was hot. You got to be prepared for that temperature. Guys are passing out left and right. So if you ain't ready for it, it'll expose you. That heat will expose you quick.
Oh, I'm surprised I was able to maintain and act like I knew what I was doing, and I was happy to be doing it. But I really was. I got caught up in the energy. And so I'm going to bring in the other two guys because I have some questions and anybody can answer them because, like I said, I don't know a lot about the race, NASCAR or anything. I think maybe at a higher level because I interview celebrities, so I know what celebrities are doing and where they're going, and that they own cars and they go to these things. So I'm going to bring everybody back up, and we're going to ask some questions about your everyday job. What are you doing every day? So, what does it mean when they say the pole? What does that mean? Somebody said they won the pole. Oh, yeah, I think it was Danica or some, I was reading on my research. I don't know what it meant. And like I said, I never knew it had to go around so many times. And you guys have to be ready, even though you're not actively doing what you do every day. Yeah. So how do you keep the time going fast? What are you doing? Because I know I saw a lot of guys exercising the whole time. And so what are you all doing?
Oh, like what do we do to burn time?
Yeah.
I watch the race. I keep my eyes glued to the screen because, like I said, you never know your driver's tire could blow out. And if you're not ready, like I said, you're not paying attention, We've been in races where that car comes down immediately, and that all depends on your pit stall, too. If your pit stall is at that very end, where they bringing that car right straight to it, and you're not ready. Like I said, ain't nothing, you can get embarrassed because that camera gonna come shoot right to where that car.
You just never know when a camera's
Yeah.
gonna be in your face, and
Yeah,
you guys
you
were
know.
doing it like champions. You know, you knew somebody's camera was always on you all the time, and I never saw any misstep. I never saw any. You were always smiling and ready to do your thing. So, what is the most difficult thing? So, do you do this every day, or just when there's a race? Are you preparing every day at NASCAR somewhere?
Yeah,
Anybody, everybody.
Yeah.
We have practice twice a week at the booking agency that we practice at. We practice today. Sharpen your skills. And also, with us coming into the DP program, we have a place that we can go to any time of the day, from 8 to 5. Go there and get extra practice.
Okay, so Hadji, how often are you traveling on the road?
We travel just about every weekend. The season's from February to November. So,
Ooh.
Yeah.
Are either of you married with kids?
No, we're not. No, I'm not married.
Nobody? Because you travel a lot, and I was just curious. But I did saw a lot of families out there. They belong to somebody, so I didn't know if some of them belonged to you all or what was going on. But it was a ton of family members.
We all family out there.
I seen Kel's kids out there.
So have you been to Nashville before? Y'all are so funny. Had you been to Nashville?
Yeah, I've been to Nashville before.
You have? Have you been to Memphis before?
No, I haven't been to Memphis. I've been to Knoxville for a while.
Okay. Okay. Well, you'll have to come to Memphis. We'll have to do something for the kids here. I'll bring you guys here for the kids and talk to them.
Whenever.
Right? That would be so cool for them to meet somebody that's doing something different that they don't hear about every day. So I'm curious to see how that unfolds. So anything you want to add so that people know that maybe we don't know and I have not asked? Each of you tell me some like closing remarks before we finish this interview. And we'll start with Ernesto, we'll go to MeQuel, and we'll finish like we started with Hadji.
I knew I was gonna go first, but
yes.
You know, as a closing remark, you know, I would tell more people to tune in. You know, the African Americans tune in. You know, and honestly, they can follow me on Instagram, and we can talk about anything. You know, about how they might want to get more involved in the sport. You know, we can come visit them. You know what I mean? We can talk to them and get them in the mix. You know, I want as many people involved as we can get. And, you know, like I said, especially when you play sports, you know, when that stops. Football stops for you, basketball, whatever you want to do, you know, this could be another way for you. You know what I mean? Yeah. One thing about us, you know, we're down to earth. You can chop it up with me anyway.
That is so true. I have witnessed it myself. All right, MeQuel.
Let me be a little polite here. Talk 3 out in,
Yes.
We some dogs out in the sport, that is. Dogs in the sport. If you want to climb to the top level of Cup, you got to develop the S&S. The S&S dictates for a great pit stop. The S&S is the smooth and set. So you got to know how to.
You got us all trying to do what you did. Okay, I get you. I feel it.
You got to learn to put it in there with conviction. As Holden would say.
Yes, sir.
Conviction. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But
put it on with conviction. Absolutely.
But like if you really come to the sport. People look at it from a distance. They see it on TV, this and that. They're like, oh, man. And it's just like before you got to come in. You got to be humble about it. They will humble you quickly.
Yes, sir.
You're not going to be as fast as you think. You're not going to be as good as you think you are. And when you, like for us, when we first came in, we were doing stops and like, you know what I'm saying?
MeQuel's mic is kind of freezing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you on that porch.
I love that. I love that. And I got a feeling we're gonna do this again.
Absolutely.
All right, Hadji, bring us home.
Look, I want to talk about the mental aspect of this. The mental aspect. It is not easy to do a pit stop. It's not. It's really not. You have to have the mental capacity to go out there and do that. And like everybody knows, everybody can't do this. Everybody can't. It's not. It takes a great amount of skill to do this in a timely manner. So, yeah, it looks fun, but it's not easy. It's a lot of grueling work. We're the grunts. Pit crew, the grunts. We got to do that. We got to do the dirty work. We got to do dirty work.
But there is no race without you guys. So I think you have the
Right.
most important job in NASCAR because I mean everything begins and ends with you. You make a mistake or you're not there on time and you're not doing it right, then that affects everything else. And if you do a really great job, then you can tell it just runs smooth.
Right.
Because the race happens way before the driver gets in, the preparation does. So I just commend you guys. I'm just very blessed and feel so fortunate to have met you. And I look forward to us just doing some partnerships and just how I can help you guys to grow. And I want everybody to see you. So we'll have to do this again, especially when I get my sports channel on my network up. I want you guys to probably, do some footage at NASCAR at your job and send it in so we can edit it and put it together on our free-flowing 24/7 global streaming platform. So I'm excited about what's possible and nothing is impossible. So dream big dreams. I always tell everybody, and I want to hear about those dreams. I didn't get to hear about them today. What you do outside of NASCAR, like if you have a side gig, a side hustle. So somebody's Brianna. You got a lot of people watching from everywhere. So I had to put that up there. Yeah. Oh yeah. I got to tell you about Huddle Up TV. Oh my goodness, Monica, is that the one with Monica? Send me some more information on Huddle Up TV because I think that's the one with Paul Gaffney. He is a former Globetrotter and he has a school in Chattanooga for athletes. It's a charter school, a preparatory school for athletes, and they get them ready for the next level, and not just as a sports person, but as a male or a female. It's holistic. So he's going to be going around doing some interviews and on Huddle Up TV, and hopefully we probably partner with him for McNary Media Network. But you guys stay in touch with me, right?
Yes,
indeed.
This is not goodbye.
Somebody asked if somebody slip on the air hose. I saw that.
Huh?
Somebody asked if somebody slip on the air hose.
When did that happen?
Oh, yeah, you talking about the question at the bottom? Yeah.
The question at the bottom. Somebody asked that.
How many of y'all trip over the air hose or something like that?
Oh, I see it now. And then he also wanted if you guys were gonna go to drag racing school or something like that. Have you ever tripped over the air hose?
In practice.
I've tripped over the air hose in practice, not in practice, but in practice it has happened. I fell down 2 weeks ago. So.
Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna be more because now I asked you if you had an accident. You didn't get hit by a car, but you tripped over an air hose.
Yeah, that's in practice.
That's in
practice, so it doesn't count.
It does not count. Ernesto, it does not count at all. So before we close and I close out, tell everybody if you want to how they can find you on social media, because I know everybody's gonna want to follow you and see where you're doing and all that good stuff.
Go ahead.
You can follow me on Instagram. Benji_Luciano.
Who can spell that?
I know. Hey, MeQuel, when he told me that in person, I'm like, dude, really? You don't have to find me. I'll never find you.
Benji_Luciano.
Benji_Luciano.
Yes.
All right, well, give us something that we can talk about and not have to say it over and over to get it right.
Can they see our names at the bottom?
Yeah.
Mine is simply just my name.
Okay. Don't look for Ernesto because he's Hollywood Holden. Hollywood_Holden.
Hollywood_Holden. Blockbuster. Everything I do.
Oh my goodness.
Is a blockbuster.
They are so hilarious. But I'm telling you, when they are doing the thing at that track, had I not caught them in between on the way to the track, I probably would have never met them because they were so focused on what they were doing. But I got a lot more questions, so you guys have to promise me you will come back, right?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, we'll be back.
Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, so I have this little thing. What I've been saying for like 15 years. I need to change it, but until I can find something else. I got to tell you about Monica. Monica is a PR expert. She is bi-coastal. She's in New Orleans. And she's in LA, right? And she is a beast when it comes to PR and media relations. And so when she's excited, she says this thing like a regular New Orleans, right, baby? So I've been practicing it. And so see where she says, baby, you got to have footwork and some smarts when it comes to the pit.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
feet out here.
You can tell she's comfortable with you guys. She doesn't do it often, but every once in a while she'll say something all New Orleans-ish, and I try to repeat it, and I can get her. I've been practicing for a long time. So, okay, in closing, I gotta finish this show so I can prepare for the rest of the stuff. Okay, I say think positive, dream big dreams, help someone along the way, and we'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye, everybody.
Right.
All right,